priority since 2021. What are some of the latest interpretations that you found out after speaking with lawmakers?
Yeah, for the subject of common prosperity, actually this has been frequently discussed here in China. And like Chinese, we have always been saying that the definition of common prosperity means a proper job of expanding the pie and dividing the pie aims to create a future where prosperity is shared by everyone in the country. However, some Western media, they misunderstood this concept, saying it as robbing the rich to help the poor. So with this subject, I spoke to IFAD, the International Fund for Agricultural Development, their country representative in China, Matilda, because he has been here for over 8 years and he totally understood China's roadmap to achieve this goal. And he said that from his perspective, China actually is trying to minimizing the gap between the rich and poor, and also trying to prevent, like we know last year China achieved the goal to lift 800 million people out of poverty, extreme poverty, and also he said that common prosperity is to make sure those people who have been lifted out of poverty, to prevent them from falling back to poverty. Meanwhile, like he said, from his perspective, the role in China is to help Chinese government to safeguarding, like for example, food security, and also promoting common prosperity for farmers in rural areas. So I think, yeah, there's some misunderstanding on this subject, but China will. This is China will show the world how it can achieve this goal from this practical measures.
And also, you've mentioned earlier that you've been setting eyes on some in-depth reporting on the protection of women and children's rights and welfare. So what have you noticed from your reporting?
Yeah, cracking down on trafficking of women and children and protecting their rights, their interests, is definitely one of the hottest discussed issues during your sessions. We know, actually, I have learned, like under China's criminal law, criminals convicted of trafficking women and children face a sentence of at least 5 years in prison, and in some extreme cases, they could face a life sentence or even a death penalty. That could be possible. However, sentences for those who buy a trafficked woman or child are less severe. They only carrying a term of no more than 3 years behind bars. So